Hey, Emily, pick up, would you? Are you out of your mind? What the hell did you do?
What are you talking about? Aren't you at your mom's place yet?
Yeah, just got here a little while ago.
What's up? Why are you so upset?
Don't give me that. I know all about it, Emily. That $1,500 you send to Mom every month? She tells me that's for paying off your own debts. Is that true?
Huh? I really have no idea what you're talking about.
You deduct $1,500 from my monthly salary and send it to her to help her out. I asked you to do that for me, right?
Yeah, that's right.
She tells me that you're not sending her a dime. That you're using that $1,500 to pay off your own debt. How could you, Emily? I trusted you.
Oh, wait a second. Can you back up a bit?
I was shocked that you even had some debt, but using the money that's supposed to be set aside for Mom being used to pay off your debts, that is what's so unforgivable. Listen up, Emily. I want you to deposit all that money that you swindled from my mom, every last penny. You got that?
What's the amount she's demanding?
$1,800. You've been taking advantage of her for a year now. $1,500 per month multiplied by 12 equals $18,000. I want that money deposited today, Emily. She's in the kitchen right this minute crying her eyes out. She says she can't survive on her measly Social Security check.
Oh, really? I didn't realize she was getting Social Security.
What are you blabbing about?
I said I didn't know she was getting retirement benefits.
Of course, why wouldn't she? She's over 65 and is entitled to receive federal benefits.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I'm not texting you to talk about her social benefit program. This is about her monthly support that you were supposed to be sending her.
For your information, I've been depositing $1,500 at the end of every month. I've never missed a payment. And about this debt she says I have no financial obligations, at least that I know of.
But Mom just said...
Let's just stop you right there, Mark. I mean, stop and think for a second. As you know, I work full-time at the office. And in addition to that, I do freelance stuff at home, which brings in $1,500 to $2,000 a month. Which means I bring in a total of $4,000 or more every month. Do I really have to go into debt?
Yeah, I know all about that. I told her that. She said that's BS. You made all that up.
Excuse me?
She's sure you haven't deposited a dime. You probably have huge debt way over what you bring in. That's what she said. And I believe Mom. She wouldn't lie to me. I can't believe this has been going on for a year. You really pulled the wool over my eyes.
I always knew you had this mommy complex, but didn't realize it was so bad.
Huh? I beg your pardon?
You see me every day, for God's sake. You interact with me. We live together. Then you visit your mom for one day and now I'm Darth Vader? Your mom's always been pretty coercive.
Coercive? How could you say that about my mom, Emily?
Why don't you just ask to see her bank book? I'm sure this whole misunderstanding will be cleared up.
That's Mom's personal stuff. I can't just look at it without her permission.
Oh, yeah? Okay, if you say so. But I'll say it again. I have no debt, and I've been sending her $1,500 a month every month on the dot. End of story.
No way you're gonna put one over on me again.
This is going nowhere. Let's just chill out a little and talk about this later. I recommend that you take that time to get your act together. Hey, Mark. Are you serious? What's this? Divorce papers? Seriously?
Oh yeah, sent those out yesterday. Got them already, huh? I'm sure you already looked them over. You do see my name down at the bottom next to the blank one, set aside for you, I take it.
Yeah, I saw it. That's why I'm texting you. So, what the hell is this?
Do I really have to spell it out for you? Those papers say it all, doesn't it? No need for an explanation.
All I get from this is that you simply want a divorce. I'm asking why.
That's all you're gonna get.
Oh, I see. You've been cheating on me. Is that it?
How could you say that? Where's the proof for that?
See what I mean? This kind of mix-up always leads to these misperceptions. I need to know exactly why you want a divorce. Is that too much to ask?
I'm surprised you don't know. Okay, I'll tell you. It's your despicable actions toward my mother and you keeping this from me, lying to me.
Is this what's this all about? The money I was supposed to send your mom and that BS about me having some kind of debt? Don't tell me you still believe all this nonsense.
That's right. Finally admitting to your wrongdoing, huh?
I'm not admitting anything. All I'm doing is verifying why you want a divorce. That's all. Like I said, I'm not in debt. I don't even have credit card debt. And about sending your mother money, I did that as you asked.
There you go, lying your ass off again. Anyway, I want that $18,000 that you stole from my mom. You're not getting away with that.
I might as well be talking to a brick wall.
All I'm asking is you give that $18,000 back. I won't be asking for any other compensation. You should be grateful that I'm such a nice guy.
Okay, whatever. Just give me a little time then, would you? This is just so sudden. I need to get my head around what's happening.
Yeah, well, I can do that little favor, I suppose. I know you need some time to get that cash ready too, so tell you what, I'll give you a week. How's that? That money is probably quite a blow for someone who has a huge debt to pay off, but this is for my poor old mom. And I'll tell you right now, I'm not backing down, just so you know.
Hey Mark, are you there? Is it true that you quit your job?
Hey Emily, today's the deadline, wasn't it? Make sure you deposit that $18,000 into Mom's bank account by the end of the day. You got that?
Before I do that, I need some answers. I haven't seen you in a while. You apparently haven't come home. Seems you packed all your stuff and moved out when I was at the office.
Yeah, the condo's in your name, so when we split, I'm the one who has to move out. I took the initiative. I was worried about Mom living here all alone, too. Figured it would be an opportune time to come back home. Sooner the better, right?
Is that why you quit your job?
Yeah. They refused my request to move to another office nearby, and this 4-hour commute was really getting to me. Luckily, there's a job opening near my mom's place, so I'm gonna get a job there.
You've been pretty busy, I see.
Why do you even know about me quitting? Who told you? I haven't told anyone yet.
It was a Thanksgiving weekend and you didn't come home. And I was just wondering where you had disappeared to. So I called your office to check if you were there. They told me you came to the office 2 or 3 days ago and submitted your resignation. They also told me you had a bunch of paid holidays left, and so you used that and quit early.
Well, that's a relief. No hassle of having to explain everything to you. That's the story. Do you finally understand the strong devotion toward my mother?
Devotion, huh? Sounds more like an abnormal obsession.
Pardon me?
There's another question I had. Are you going to continue paying that $1,500 to your mom out of your own pocket?
Yeah, that's how it's gonna play out, I suppose. I wouldn't ask my ex-wife to pay it now, would I?
I see. I just wanted to verify that. I'll submit the divorce papers by the end of the day.
Oh yeah, great. Oh yeah, and have that $18,000 in the account by the end of the day. Got that?
Goodbye, Mark.
Emily, pick up, please. I need money, that $18,000.
Are you still harping on about that? I've been sending your mom her money right on time every month. Until last month, at least.
Yeah, I understand.
Pardon me?
You know that bank account book that you returned to me after our divorce went through? I saw that the $1,500 was deposited into my mom's account every month.
So, at long last, you see what I've been telling you. That you had no right to accuse me of stealing $18,000 from your mother.
Yeah, right. It's just that
Spit it out, for God's sake.
it was Mom who was in debt.
Wait a second. Your mom? In debt? Okay.
Yeah, things seemed fishy, so I confronted Mom on it and she spilled the beans. When my dad died about 2 years ago, she was tricked into buying some fake art. A painting supposedly by some famous painter, sculpture by Picasso, or so she thought. And she traded in stock. In a mere 6 months, she ended up spending $50,000 and even accumulated a considerable debt.
Wow, seriously? $50,000?
Now that I think of it, Mom has always been over-trusting, gullible. When Dad was around, he acted as a barrier, prevented her from being hoodwinked, but with him gone. Now that I think of it, it was about a year ago that she started hounding me about not having enough to live on.
So what you're telling me is that the $1,500 that I deposited into her account for the past year was to pay off her debt. Did I get that right?
Yeah. Even with that, she was still struggling. So, what she came up with was to get us divorced, and after a while, kick you out of that condo. Then she and I move in there. Her plan was to have me support her after that.
I figured it would turn out to be something like this. So your mom was the perpetrator in this whole sordid mess.
Yeah, it didn't.
Getting us to divorce went without a hitch, but taking over my condo didn't go as planned, did it? You went ahead and moved out and went back home. In the bargain, you were out of a job.
Well, I figured I could,
Oh yeah, and your mom's social security? She didn't work long enough to be eligible. Maybe a few hundred a month, but nothing to write home about.
What? Seriously?
Yeah, I heard your mom talking about that a few years ago. That she never really worked and had always been just a housewife. She said she wasn't expecting to get much.
No way, for real? I was hoping she'd support me until I landed that new job. That means I got zero income.
Huh? I thought you already landed that job? You seemed pretty confident about it last time we talked.
I did have it in the back, at least I thought so. My old high school buddy started this company. I figured it would be local, but actually it's in New York.
You mean like New York? As in New York City?
Yeah, so we're struggling here. I can't just move to New York. I don't even know if I got the job, and even if I did, what do I do with Mom? I can't leave her here to fend for herself.
Sounds like you got your back against the wall, Mark.
Yeah, so look, about that $18,000, I could use it just about now. And if it's not any trouble, I would appreciate it if you deposit $1,500 into my bank account every month, as you've been doing.
Sorry, I'm gonna pass on that.
What? What are you saying? Your husband is in trouble here. The least you can do is help me out.
You're forgetting one thing, Mark. I already submitted the divorce papers.
You already?
Yep, we're no longer husband and wife. Sorry.
No, wait, you can't be serious, Emily.
I am definitely serious. Goodbye, Mark.
Please, Emily, how are we supposed to survive? What do we do, Emily? Please.
Mark and his mother came to my condo a few days later. I guess they figured if they rushed over here with the marriage papers, I would sign it. And we would be husband and wife again. So confident were they that they even brought all their luggage with them. But, unbeknownst to them, I had already moved away. As nobody opened the door, they proceeded to go on strike and shouting stuff like, "Let us stay! Support your family! Stop husband abuse!" Absurd nonsense like that. This obviously caused considerable disturbance to the neighbors, and eventually the police were called. That's when they found out I had already moved out, which left them dumbfounded, as you can imagine. In addition, they loaded all their stuff into a taxi and came all the way here. It's like a 3-hour drive. They were apparently left penniless, and some relatives had to come and pick them up. I bet it was pretty embarrassing for the both of them. A few days later, this relative introduced them into a live-in job up north, some sort of factory. Last I heard, they were working their butts off, day in and day out, to pay off the debt that his mom had accumulated.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.
Hey Amy, what's up? Kimmy's mom, Sarah here. Hi. Guess it's been about 2 years. Hey, sure wish you would reply. Oh, maybe I should have said Billy's mom. Can I help you? Finally! Always so slow in answering. Never change. Yeah, right. Forgot to block you. Goodbye. Wait a sec. This is important. I'm sure it's all a bunch of BS. Don't want to hear it, to be honest. Come on, don't be that way. Got a new boyfriend? You don't say. What happened to Derek? Derek? Do you mean my ex? That ended way back. Yeah, figured as much. What do you mean by that? About 6 months back, he came back to my folks' place wanting to get back together. Said he still loved me, and that he was still Billy's dad and all that BS. My father chewed him out real good. Seriously? But maybe you should have taken him up on it. Why's that? Don't want to be a single mommy again, you know. What? Got your attention. Guess who my new guy is? Your current hubby. Man, he won't leave me alone. I'll have a happy life instead of you. Are you talking about my husband? You got it. Your guy, Ted. Oh, yeah, Ted. What about him? Ted? Wow, he is really something. He's super rich. He can buy a luxury apartment just like that. I'm so lucky I got myself a super nice and rich guy. Sounds great. Not much of a response. Second time around. So I suppose you're used to it by now? Just surprised. You really like taking from other people. Huh? FYI, that was not my intention. It was pure chance. The guy I fell for just turned out to be your husband. That's it. To be honest, I never thought the guy would be your husband again. Oh yeah, great, but... Hey, you seem so calm about it. Do you want me to get all emotional? Waste of time, to be honest. Oh, I get it. Doesn't come across much, just reading the text online. So it means you're super shocked. I'm so sorry. Just so happy that I was able to get a guy who could buy the top floor of a luxury apartment. Really, really sorry. Please, do as you like. Yes, I will. Thanks. Hey, Amy. When are you going to move out of your apartment? What do you want? Busy now. What can I say? FYI, I'm pregnant with Ted's kid. I even submitted the marriage forms at City Hall. I got Kimmy here and Ted's also here at my apartment. Temporarily. So we need that place ASAP. Now that we are a family of 4, a 2-room apartment won't cut it. Heard from Ted that your place is like 5 rooms. What the fuck? To be honest, want to give the kids a room each. Anyway, just want to live in a nice, relaxing environment. It's unhealthy living in such a tiny place. So, can you move out ASAP? Can't have you stay there forever. Planning on moving out in the near future. Okay, so when? Couldn't set up a suitable place for my next move. Going to take a bit of time. Oh, okay. All I wanted to know... If you want to move in, how about the end of the next month? Should be out by then. Yeah, guess I can wait a wee bit longer. Always wanted to live in a high-rise apartment, top floor too. Looking down on people from that high up, wow, they must look like little bits of garbage. Can't wait! Amy! Reply! Hurry! What's going on? What's up now? Weren't we supposed to move into that high-rise apartment? Yeah? What about it? You said you were moving out, so we got ready too. We cleaned out the apartment and put everything into cardboard boxes. I even made arrangements with the moving company. So what the hell was that? What are you talking about? I went over there to check out the place. I saw a rich-looking couple walking in there, so I thought they were our future neighbors, so I said hello. But they told me they were moving into the top floor. Our place. What's going on? That place is where me and Ted, the kids, are going to live. Oh, about that. Right. Figured you were involved. Did you think that apartment was in Ted's name? Huh? Of course it is. That's what Ted said. He's lying, sorry. What? Yeah, Ted likes to boast. That part of him always worried me. Huh? What are you talking about? That apartment? It's in my cousin's name. Huh? Cousin? Yes, my cousin was transferred overseas and the apartment was open, so we moved in. I had just gotten divorced, so he let me stay there rent-free. I took him up on his generous offer and was living there up until last month. What is going on? My son was just moving up to elementary school, so it was a good time to move out and go live with my folks for a while. We decided to rent out that place. The couple you met were probably the people moving in. You're making all of it up. This is the first time I'm hearing this. Is that right? I had a real estate agent put up for rent sign outside, so it was obvious. Guess you didn't see it. I figured you saw the sign and decided you wanted to live there. Then why didn't you say so? You never asked. How could you? I already terminated my lease on this apartment. What do you expect me to do now? I'm going to be homeless. It's all your fault. Why not go to your folks' place again? My older brother and his family is living there now. Anyway, I don't get along with them. Take responsibility. You have to find a place for us. Plus, I want you to pay for our moving costs and rent however long it takes. You're Ted's ex. Take responsibility. Huh? Ex-wife? Yeah, that's right. Don't go saying Ted's not your husband. He's not. Huh? Are you Dad? Oh my god. Don't tell me you didn't know. What the fuck are you talking about? Ted's my younger brother. Huh? Your younger brother? Ted is your brother? That's right. What? What's going on? Originally, it was just me and my son living there. About 6 months ago, Ted got divorced and asked to live there. He begged to stay there until he got a job and found a place of his own. He owes me for a lot over the years. I was in a stronger position, but... Anyway, I was all set to go back to my parents' place about that time, so... I told him to get his shit together before I moved out, so... I guess he was panicking. And I guess he found you. Hey, just one sec. Let me get this straight. Ted has no money? Not that I know of. He said he had a luxury apartment. Said he didn't have to work and that money would roll in. Probably meant my dad. Huh? I suppose he thought he could get my dad's asset and live off that. Not sure what he was thinking, to be honest. Oh, okay. So that means he will be rich someday then. No, not really. My dad had enough of Ted and removed him from his inheritance. Huh? Why? When he got divorced, he had to pay a huge settlement. My dad paid it off. In lieu of his inheritance, it seems. What's this about a settlement? Not sure if you know Ted at all, but I'm his sister, but he's actually sleazeball. Sleazeball? He got a divorce because his wife was fed up with his lifestyle and all the debt he accumulated. I heard he had 3 girlfriends at the time. Are you a woman? That? Yep, 3 married women. settlement was over the top. I don't think he has even paid off his first debt. How much does he have left? I don't know what exact amount, but something like $60,000. But he's got more debts and interest has probably been added, so maybe way more than that, I'm afraid. No way! This is all a joke! Well, that's that. All's well and ends well, don't you think? Well, Ted's off of my hands now. Now I can move to my parents' place without any more worries. Thanks. Don't want this! Excuse me? I don't want that sleazeball either! You can have him back! What? Don't be silly. But he's your brother! My parents don't want him there. I can't take him. He's on his own. Oh, also, I told him I never wanted to see him again. Cut family ties already. Come on, Sarah. A brother who marries the woman who stole my husband? Please, how could I not cut ties with that no-good brother of mine? But, of course, if you want to get divorced, be my guest. I don't need your advice. I will dump him right away. Oh yeah, I forgot. What now? I bet my brother is after your parents' assets. What? I hear your parents are pretty well off. That damage claim I made to you after you took my husband? That was easy for you to pay off, right? And what's more, you got Ted's kid inside you. Yes, I'm sure he's got everything worked out. His brain works that way, you know. I don't think he'll give you a divorce that easily. I would be really careful if I were you. Please stop! I don't want some scumbag like that in my life! Anyway, I can't rely on my folks anymore. I see. But hey, you'll figure it out. It seems like they didn't get divorced after all. They're still living together, apparently. For Ted, it was a big blow, I bet. He was completely unaware of Sarah's relationship with her parents, and they hardly even speak now. He quickly found out that it was impossible to squeeze any money out of them. About their kids, Kimmy and little Tommy, well, they just dumped them on her parents. And Sarah, she's working day and night to make a living for her gigolo husband. But fortunately, the kids are being brought up by Sarah's parents, and they're apparently very happy. I guess everything turned out fine. Except for these two. LMAO. What did you think of today's story? Waiting for your comments. Please stop by again. If you like this story, click the like button and subscribe.